What's good, YouTube, and welcome to another KaibaHacksDartz Yu-Gi-Oh video. Today we're here with another one of my favorite videos, and it's the dollar store pack openings. I know you guys love these as well, so we try to keep it as a consistent series as possible on the channel. And, these are just some beautiful packs. Our regular subscribers know, $4 for 30 cards. And, they're usually some kind of bunky stuff, but this is where you find, that wacky magic, literally. And, wacky cards, fun stuff. So we always like to dig into them and check them out. And as always, if you see anything interesting or anything of value, or maybe a cool little misprint that I maybe miss going through, let me know in the comments, because I love to see that stuff and love to hear your your stories. Maybe if you got some lore or some cool stories behind a card, maybe you wrecked someone with one of these bunk cards back in the day, let me know. So we'll run into it. We got Amazement Ambassador Bufo. Pretty good. As always, usually we keep kind of an interesting pile and then just the general pile. Zexal and Trust. But I do love these packs because, I'm always making those kind of random gimmicky decks or, archetype-specific stuff. And you get a lot of that very archetype-specific stuff in here, like Crusadia Vanguard. Goki the Blade Ogre is pretty cool. I don't really have many Goki cards. I don't believe so. Oh, but the Colonel on the G string. That's what we call him because we get him so often. There is a lot of cards that you pull often, but if you switch it up or you don't get the packs as often from the same store, you do tend to get different cards. We've seen this guy a couple times, but he is a decent little generic synchro. The Agent of Mystery Earth looks pretty sweet, no doubt. And if it's worth nothing, we could always acetone it, get that de-ink like we did in the how to de-ink your Yu-Gi-Oh card video. This Chimera Tech Overdragon, though, that's actually a pretty sick pull. Very useful for, Cyber Dragon decks and such. So, we'll keep that in the interesting pile. We'll make a little bit of room here. Make a little bit of room for the boys. Brygrand the Glory Dragon. Never heard of him, but he looks pretty hype. Some kind of Fallen of Elbaz stuff. Oh, we're getting into the you never know which way the cards are going to be facing, up, down, forwards, backwards. If you can Thunder Discharge. Thunder Discharge. Pretty cool. Sometimes we'll get some really weird stuff, like we got back here, the German Interplanetary Purple Dragon. I believe he's German or something like that. Or, some weird misprints or kind of, I guess, defective cards. I don't know what you call them when, like they're misaligned or stuff like that. Gladiator Beast Dimakari. Also for our returning subscribers and for our new people, we do have a Discord where, you can do trades, duels, all sorts, discuss Yu-Gi-Oh in general, as well as just my content. Link in the description, possibly in the comments as well. I've seen some deck profiles on these. They look interesting. Ooh, a Nightmare Griffin. We've been pulling a lot of Nightmare Phoenixes, so it's cool to switch it up a bit. He could definitely be useful. Throw him in the interesting pile. Oh, Rock Band Xeno Guitar is actually quite the strange rock monster. I kind of like him. I believe we did have him in the Dummy Golem deck profile. I don't know if he's still in there. I can't remember, but he is pretty cool. Throw him in the interesting pile as well. UNAI, we get this card constantly. Marincess Mandarin. Oh, looks like we're getting that Penguin Synchro monster. I see him there. We got like 20 of them. I wish that they would just give me other penguin monsters so I can make the deck. Give me a no penguin. Fists of the Unrivaled Tenny. It's actually a pretty decent pull. Penguin Brave. like I was saying. Getting them constantly. That's Starlight Papillion. Starlight, whatever. Oh, a Dice Die. That's actually pretty sick as well. Throw that in there. I saw that. Amazement Special Show. Oh, I see that Dino Sewing. Yeah. Mecha Phantom Beast Colt Wing. I've never really got into the kind of Mecha Phantom Beast stuff, but he looks pretty legit. Let me know if he's popping or not. Dino Sewing. Just a weird card. Just a weird card in general. We'll keep him in the interesting pile. Morphtronic Converter. I believe we've been pulling this a couple times lately. We'll do a flip. You know, you get some it's like almost like a extra strange gamble. You'll get some cards like once in 100 packs, and then you'll get like 50 cards in those 100 packs. You never know. You never really know. Branded Disciple. Tyrant Dino Fusion. Pretty cool Dino Wrestler stuff. Charge into a Dark World. Kind of cool. You know, could be some weird kind of lineup plays for some Fiend monsters. Big Shield Gardna. It doesn't get more classic than him, you know. We'll throw him in the interesting pile just because he's a classic beauty. Crimson Resonator. I'd like to make like a Resonator deck one day. I don't know how it works exactly, but I have so many of them. You know what I mean? Same with like Synchrons. And what do we got here? Zolga the Prophet. Pretty strange. I like it. All right, we'll move into the second one. We were going kind of slow there, but we're getting some wacky pulls, like I said. Slice her open. Get everything out of the way here. Set those there for now. We got Spriggan's Rocky. Steel Star Regulator. Pretty cool. Rising Fire. Very strange. Fengli the Sold Ripum. Oh, I see some dark magic curtain there. Despian Tragedy. The dark magic curtain. Very awesome, you know. Very good dark magician stuff. We'll throw it in the pile. Emerocifery Sweet Mergeram. No clue. Looks like some decent plant support, though. Some good kind of, you know, generic-y synchroage for some plants. Geomancer of the Ice Barrier. Cool. Oh, a Mermare. We'll throw that in the interesting pile. Mermare's pretty awesome. I think we pulled him in the structure, one of the structure decks, the Obelisk or the Slifer. Noru Ares the Ven something dragon. Zeram the Dark Palace, we've been pulling like mad. Same with Perform Age Damage Juggler. Oh, King of the Feral Imps. I want to make that Feral Imp deck someday. Someday. He looks pretty sweet. Throw that in the interesting pile. King's Knight. Another kind of deck I'd like to make, you know. Get those guys going. Inzektor Centipede. If you haven't seen my Inzektor deck profile, check that out. They're actually like I'd say a pretty meta-defiant kind of deck. The Agent of Destruction Venus. AIQ. Double or nothing, sweet. Battle Guard Cadet. I don't know what Battle Guards do, but cool. He actually kind of seems sweet. Any card with Cadet. Pretty sweet double or nothing. You can definitely line that up with some plays. You know, it's not your opponent negating it. Gluttonous. What is this thing's name? I don't even know, man. Cool times. I kind of like them. Exosister Carpe Diem, sorry. Client, that's funny. Be cool to make kind of like an ant deck or something. I don't know if this guy would necessarily fit into it because, you know, he's not an insect, but like I said, let me know if you see anything interesting. And as well, you know, make sure to subscribe. You know, we're almost at 300. It's greatly appreciated. If you like videos like this or, you know, our DIYs for Yu-Gi-Oh! And such. And, you know, deck profiles. Some, like, Spirit Monster support. Decent. Infernoid. Atodel. Oh, we get this card constantly. B-Trooper Sting Lancer. I do have a B-Trooper deck profile either, you know, very soon. It might even be out before this video. Rush Warrior. Onomato Pickup. What we got? Margin Trading, I believe this. Yeah, it's a very strange card. I've been seeing this a lot, but I'm like, I always see it, and I'm like, there's got to be some use to that, you know what I mean? Oh, popping open the last one, you know, it was a little less interesting in that pack. A little less wacky, but, you know, it's still just as magical as the rest. You know, you got to give some respect to the dollar store packs. These are like the cards lost in the well, you know what I mean, that Chaz goes to find. Got to give these cards some love. Another generic kind of plant extra deck monster. A Maze Attraction Wonder Wheel, another card we've been pulling like crazy. The Giliosaurus. Kind of cool. Oh, we got an Inzektor Ladybug. Here, we'll do a flip. Looks like they're Inzektor Ladybug. Once again, check out the Inzektor profile. I think like 90% of it was cards from dollar store packs, if not like most of it. So they are useful for building some decks. Especially when Inzektor, it actually is pretty strong with some of the extra deck plays. You got the Dotscaper. Oh, Mystical Sheep number 2. We hit big. We hit big, boys. We're in the money. Signet Cascade. Oh, another Chimera Tech Overdragon. I believe we're up to like 3 of those. Not this pull, but I believe through 3 in total from dollar store packs. So that's pretty good. If we do get to that Cyber Dragon deck eventually, let me know if you want to see that. Law Light Medium. And you know I always get my weird spin on things eventually once I get kind of a feel for decks I don't really know. But I do kind of know Cyber Dragon stuff. More than a lot of other decks, at least. World Legacy World Lance. Earsartic Mega Polar. Crazy. Dunel the Noble Arms of Light. Dynamorphia Alert. This guy's pretty decent generic too as well. We get him a lot. Meowsclick. Great little card. Great little card. You know, not too bad. So add him to the interesting pile. We like our Meowsclicks. Pero Cerberus. Weird. Could be set up for some strange plays. You know, he's like a beast. Galactic Spiral Dragon. Sounds pretty hype. Tri-Brigade Nerval. We see that Insector Sword or whatever. Yeah. We get a lot of these. We get a lot of those. Cupid Volley. I've been getting a lot of Cupid cards as well. I don't really know what like the Cupid plays are. Obviously, I don't think it'd be too great, but you never know. Like I said, Inzectors are pretty good, and they do wind up in these packs. As well as some other stuff. Alien Stealth Buster. I like it. I've never really gotten into some of those weirder types, you know, like aliens or like worm or like, you know, stuff like that. Reptile. Diabound Colonel. I remember the old Diabound, and I don't know, is there more like Diabound monsters? He used the one that like Merrick had like in his soul or whatever. Pretty interesting. Pretty interesting. Arm Dragon Blitz. We've been pulling these a little bit. Not the most important card to the Arm Dragon, but I'd like to get some of the monsters. Teotai Dragon. Kind of cool. Subterror Guru. Actually half decent for, some flip effect-y stuff, so we'll throw them in the interesting pile. Been working Subterrors in. If you've seen the Jowls video, I call Jowls of Dark Demise, the 4th God card. I'm always trying to work flip effect stuff in there, and Subterror is kind of the stuff I haven't really tapped into yet. Hit like the, like the Crawlers and the Tindangles, but, I haven't really got there yet. So in terms of the interesting cards, we got Subterror Guru, the Diabound Colonel, Meowsclick, Chimera Tech Overdragon ×2, Double or Nothing, the King of the Feral Imps, which is just such a sweet card, Mare, Dark Magic Curtain, Big Shield Gardna, Dino Sewing, Dice Die, Fists of the Unrivaled Tenny, Rock Band Xeno Guitar, that Nightmare Griffin, and Chimera Tech Overdragon. So, some interesting stuff, some weird stuff, some useful stuff. And that's how it usually is with these dollar store packs. If you liked this, make sure to check out my other videos of them. I probably have done 20 at least by now. As well as, like I said, I do Yu-Gi-Oh! DIYs, how to make custom shatter foils, how to make custom ghost rares, etc. There's quite some interesting Yu-Gi-Oh! DIYs, so I recommend you check that out. And like I said, I'm doing deck profiles more and more. So, make sure to like, comment, share, and subscribe if you're into this content. Make sure to hit that little notification bell so you know when I'm posting new videos or content in general. And other than that, thanks for watching. Peace.